Now, from what I've read, the teams of men usually made up 2 rockmen, a splitter and a dresser. And after they used like TNT, gunpowder, to blow up the mountain face, the rockmen, which is crazy, they'd have these ropes, and like monkeys, they would climb up the face and usually take with them like a little bar, little jammy bar, and they would pry off the wall any of the loose rock. Crazy dangerous, because like if any rock is above them that's looser, just falls straight down on the head. So there was so many casualties. And they'd pry the big bits of rock off like this. They'd come crashing down, and then you'd have a splitter on the ground with a hammer and chisel. They'd split the rock into manageable sizes. They'd load them into the little crates on the railways, and then a steam train would then take them down to the mill, where they would have their dressers, and the dressers would obviously dress the slate up, ready to get exported.
That says it's going to Narnia.
Does it?
Yeah, look.
Oh yeah.
Very intricately detailed, really.
That it does have a lot of details on it. That's pretty random.
Someone's just done that with a compass, I think.
Well, that's a sketchy roof, man.
Yeah, it looks that is ready to fall. That's why they removed the roof from most of the ruins, because I think that was the first thing to go.
Yeah.
And the hardest to maintain.
Well, let's continue up, and we will continue the story.
Like literally just shut on the Friday and go home, leave it as is.
Yeah.
That's what I like about places like this.
There's the old winch system to pull this huge, you know, cart up and down. Massive, massive, these big wheel drums with the huge cables connected to them. Let's get over to this one. This wall you can see is the rail, another railway. That's the like retaining wall that's built for the railway on top of it. There's Sam there, and Sam is 8'3". Whoa, that's high. Is the rail system still there? Wow. Look how big that is. That's massive, mate. My goodness. Nice and grippy at least. Imagine how much noise this quarry would have produced. The sound of the industrial era. Crazy view, bro, from here.
That is enough. Put your feet up.
These edges, the guys that worked on the edges climbing up on the ropes, the, you know, chucking down the big stone, I think they called them the galleries. There's these old videos where they talk about working in the galleries. Galleries was the fucking shittest job. I didn't do the Welsh accent very well there, but so it was a bit of a decider between whether you worked in the galleries, hanging off the bloody off the cliff on the ropes, or you worked down below, dodging all the stone that falls down, or you worked as a dresser in these mill houses where it's just completely filled with this like dust from all the saws, and your lungs end up getting cooked. So it's, you know, it's not like there was an easy job to choose from. One of the best jobs, supposedly, that gave you the most respect in the local town was the guys who were they were like the managers of the little tea house where everyone goes and have tea, and there'd be a guy in there who would help with any issues if people were arguing about he took our stone so we couldn't reach our quota. I forget the name of it, but they had sort of one of the most respected jobs because they could just chill kind of in the tea house and then manage any, you know, political issues between the different teams. But from everything I read, the camaraderie was fantastic. If some teams hadn't reached their quota of Slate, which means that they weren't basically going to get paid for that month, the other teams that had reached their quota would drop back and help them. But man, they didn't get paid much at all. Far out for the crazy hard work that this was. It's not like you're going to become very, very wealthy.